Welcome back to another packet tracer activity. This is 734 Testing ACLs. So we are looking at some access control lists to prevent some access to our servers from certain PCs. So we want to just verify that we have full connectivity to all the servers. So I'm going to pull up my Stadium test plan. And I'm just going to start pinging the servers from PC 1. So that one looks good. The next server is 21.4. I don't know why packet tracer pings are always so slow. There, that one is finally good. .3 looks good. 22.4 good. So you can go ahead and do that, but there's nothing stopping any of these PCs from getting into any of these servers, which is what we're trying to stop. So you can let's also go to PC 2 here. Something else we can check is the web browser. So you can go to www.web2a.com. So that's fine. Web2b.com. There's Web2b. Web1b. Yeah, so you can reach any server from any PC at this point. So what we want to do is put some access control lists to prevent unauthorized access to the server farm. So we want to get an ACL numbered 101, which is going to make it extended. And we only want to allow web access from hosts on the internal network, which is the 172.18.00/16. We only want to allow web access, and we want to allow the access to anywhere, and then we want to deny everything, all the other traffic. And then we want to another control list 102 that only allows DNS access from the internal network to any device, and then denies all other traffic. So we want to allow web traffic to the web servers, and we want to allow DNS traffic to the DNS servers, and that's just from our internal network. And then we want to deny all other traffic. So what I've come up with is this, and we will be putting this on to router 1 and router 2. So you just want to enable configure terminal. So the first access list is 101. We want to permit web traffic. So we've got access list 101 permit TCP from, so this is the source 172.18.00, and then a wildcard mask 0.0.255.255, which is that /16, and then any is the destination, and then if it equals www, so if it's web traffic. And then access list 102, we want to allow DNS traffic. So that would be permit UDP from our internal network right here to anything, any destination, as long as it equals domain, which is the code for DNS there, domain name servers. So those are our two access control lists. So then we have to figure out where we want to put them. So we need to put them on the routers, but then we need to figure out what interfaces and which way they're facing. So let's see if our diagram's on here. Okay, this is better because it's got the picture and the colors. So for an extended access list, you want to put it as close to the destination as you can. And it's on the router 1 and router 2, which means it's going to be, there's one link that's heading down here to the server farm. So it's going to be on FA00, which is also split up into sub-interfaces because of the VLANs. So for .21, which is VLAN 21, and .23, which is VLAN 23, we've got the 101 on there because the 101 is going to our web servers. So it's going here and it's going here. The same access list is going to protect both of them because they're both web servers. And we only want web traffic to go there. And then VLAN 22 in the middle here are the two DNS servers. So that's why we're putting our access list 102, which permits domain traffic and denies everything else, onto that one. So now we can go to router 1, configure as locked. So what are we doing? Telnetting. So let's telnet. Oh, now I lost my addresses. Here we go. So we'll go into PC1 and telnet into 172.18.2.1. And once we are in there, we can put our lists in there. Oh, I guess I don't need to enable because I already have. Alright, I had some trouble with this before. Let's make sure. What I have here for access list. So I've got the 101. So for some reason you can't paste these access lists. You gotta do them one by one. Alright, and then you should be able to paste all of the interfaces. And then, so you've got to do access-group to select, to assign that access list to do access group. Well, that doesn't look good. But it looks like it took it. And you can just check it here. You can see we've got access group assigned on all of them correctly, even though it didn't look fantastic when I pasted them all in there. So now we have to go into router 2, which is 2.2. You can paste these into router 2. And all of our interfaces. And you can see we've got our access groups on our interfaces. So now we want to let's try to access the web pages. Let's try to find something that's not going to work, because they should be able to Alright, so from PC1 we are going to ping the web 1A, which should not work. So we've got host unreachable because a ping is ICMP, which isn't a type of traffic that we have allowed. So that was 1A. So if we go to web browser, we can type in web1a.com. I thought. Let's see. Okay, now web 1A is in. Okay, so web 1A is not coming up because it's not on the same VLAN. I get mixed up without the pictures, but these ones are all on the same VLAN, so we should be able to go to web 2A, right? Well, we should be able to. So pings should all be blocked, but you should be able to access it with web traffic. I don't know. Let's just check our completion, and we've got 100%. We've got our access groups put in correctly. So I'm going to call that one good. Thank you very much for watching.